Chris here from Videomaker. In lieu of having videos from the show floor at NAB, we met with the brands via video conferencing, and we taped those presentations so that you can know about the newest equipment and newest gear coming out right now. So that's what's in this video, and all of the other videos we shot are in a playlist. You'll be able to find them here in this card or in the description. Without further ado, let's get started.
Hi, I'm Bob from Blackmagic, and today we're going to take you through a few things that are new to us. We recently had a launch that introduced a few new products, and I'm going to take you right there. Okay, so our first new product that we launched was, we had a Blackmagic Web Presenter HD a couple months back, but we now have the new Blackmagic Web Presenter 4K. So the 4K obviously gives you the ability to stream 4K. It has the built-in encoder to do so, and it's got the front panel, active front panel, so you can see that you're verify your audio and video signal and let you know if you're on air. But also in the back now, we have the ability to live stream either through the Ethernet port, or that webcam output works in two different ways. One of which is to tether a cell phone, so you can actually use the bandwidth from a cell phone to do the streaming live from the SDI in. And there's also, you'll see there's a HDMI monitoring out, which I'll get to in a second. And you have two different ways to power it, DC and standard. And then on the output for the HDMI, we added a whole bunch of great tools for people that are really into the bit rates and whatnot. So this is for engineers to nerd out on the elements of their stream. This type of monitoring capability and information is usually a lot of money, but we decided to include it because we could, and we knew that there are some people that really want to dig into those kind of details. So obviously the idea being that you could just take any output of any ATEM switcher, or any switcher, doesn't matter, or a single source, and just plug it right into the web presenter and stream up to 4K. So that's available now, and we've been shipping those right away. We also introduced a whole new slew of HyperDeck. So this is our HyperDeck Studio HD Mini. So this one does HD only, but it is at a lower price than the original. You have two SD cards that you can record to, and it'll roll over to the next card automatically, so you can hot swap cards and continue recording. And then in the back you have an HDMI out, SDI out, SDI in, and the ability to either record to an external disk there. That's the EXT disk. That's the USB-C. So if you want to go to say a small SSD drive, you can do that. It has Ethernet connection for control. It also has the 9-pin connection for control, time code in and out, reference in and out. So lots of good things, and two ways to power it as well. So there's some redundancy built in. And that's available now, starts at $495. Then we have the new HyperDeck Studio HD Plus, so half rack wide. So you can put two in one rack unit. We have a new shelf coming out soon. This also has the ability to record with the two SD cards. And on this one, you'll notice that there's a headphone jack, so you can verify your audio, remote in and out, the Ethernet, the external disk, the dual power options, SDI in and out. And then you'll notice that it says SDI A and B, and that's because if you have a graphic, you can send the alpha and fill channel, so you could have key and fill output to a switcher. And it also has all the time code, HDMI in and out, so lots of options on this one. As I say, half rack unit wide. It's available now as well. And then the new HyperDeck Studio HD Pro. So this one is really cool because it has the two SSD drives, so now you're really going to be able to record at a much longer rate. And it has the headphone jack, and you also have the ability to tether in the back, to put an external disk. And it really does have all the same features as some of the others, but you'll notice the time code in and out is XLR, a little easier. Still has the dual SDI outs, so that you can do key and fill, and there's a little tighter shot of all the in and out in the back. Again, shipping now, one rack unit. And then we have the new HyperDeck Studio 4K Pro. So this is 12G, so you can do up to 60 frames per second in Ultra HD. Not only it has dual power supplies plus the other DC options, so this is really robust, designed for broadcasters who need to make sure that these things keep running. And so we have a little tighter shot there. Same remote control. So the remote in and out, you can actually use one of our HyperDeck Extreme controllers that we announced a couple of years ago with the HyperDeck 8K. So that can control up to 8 different HyperDecks. And that's shipping now as well. And then we introduced our new studio cameras. So our original studio cameras were out a few years, but we've added some cool features to our studio cameras, but still maintaining some of the original features, such as the MFT mount, which is for low-cost lenses. So for people to just get started doing some studio work, this is the Blackmagic Studio Camera 4K Pro. And it has, as I said, Micro Four Thirds mount, but it has a great sensor. It's the sensor similar to the Pocket Cinema camera, so you have really good low light capability. There's SDI in and out, so you can work with any of the ATEM switchers, as well as HDMI out, so you can work with the new ATEM minis and still get full camera control, whatnot. 2 USB-C ports, which I'll mention in a second. You could use one to hang a external drive. You can record Blackmagic RAW from these studio cameras. The original studio cameras did not have any localized recording capability. It's got a 7-inch touchscreen. It has a collapsible sunshade, so it's really easy to pop these into a Pelican case and get on the road. The mic inputs and headphone, that's for intercom, and the locking USB-C ports, which of course has tally, and we send you the numbers so you can change the numbers. HDMI output, as well as SDI in and out, Ethernet, and which I'll get to in a second. It's got built-in microphones, so you can use that. They're shipping now. It's the Pro model. We also have new focus demand, so focus and zoom controls. You'll see the USB-Cs on those, and that's how you plug into the camera, and you can loop them through from the focus to the actual zoom. So these two are really great controls. They're going to start shipping later this month, and they are designed to operate the MFT lenses that have the ability to have zoom and focus controls of those lenses. And this is the new Blackmagic Studio Converter. Now, the Studio Converter works with the Pro model, and you use the Cat6 connection. And now what you have is the ability to work with a SMPTE fiber type workflow, but using Cat6 cables up to 70 meters. So this will provide all of the talkback audio, video, return video, and power to the camera. So this is really great for field work. So you can have the base station back by the switcher, and you run your Cat6 cable, and now you have a very inexpensive way to do a SMPTE fiber type workflow. And that is another product that will be shipping a little later this month. And it has all kinds of I/O here, so you can send return feeds back to the cameras. And so this works with the Pro model, and hopefully later this month. And there's the new rack shelf that we'll need to mount some of these new half rack width products. So that'll be coming later this month as well. So obviously you can use these in a different live environments, but this is the new Blackmagic Studio Camera 4K Plus. So this is our entry-level studio camera, same MFT mount, but it has HDMI out only. So this is really designed to go with our ATEM mini switcher, so you get full control. And it has the USB-Cs on the side, so that you can use the focus demands or do local recording. It's got got a mic and headphone jack there on the side, and then the built-in microphones, as well as the tally. And there's your mic, your headphone jack, and a mic jack. Again, this starts at $12.95, and it's available now. And I always tell everybody, you got to make sure that you follow us on Twitter so that you can get all of the latest and greatest information, because we do a ton of software updates, and they're always announced on that. It's the first thing I look at in the morning, so I make sure that all my products are up to date.
All right, so here's the end page. You now have two choices. You can either have the video that YouTube has chosen for you, or the video that we have chosen for you. Hopefully either one of them is good, but you never know. They could change your life or not. Thanks for watching. Bye.